get your rematch with the team that dropped 99 on you.
We do, yeah, we do.
What's going through your mind as you kind of get yourself ready for that?
So what's going through my mind is we're not gonna let them drop 99 points on us again. Obviously, I think we got to step up defensively, do a little better job there. And I didn't get too many minutes that game, but this game coming up, I just know I got to be ready for whatever comes at me, whatever the coaches need me to do. So I just got to stay ready.
Were you Jamil and Scout for that game?
Yeah, I was Telford for that game, so I'm guessing I'll be guarding him this time. So a little different.
I'm curious about what did you learn from having to emulate him, and then obviously seeing his effectiveness against you guys?
Yeah, so when I emulated him the first time, I didn't do as much things as he did during the game because we thought he was more like a downhill floater type of guy. But when we played against him, he was hitting all types of shots on us. So I feel like we learned a lot from our game against him. So it'll be a little different scout in regards to him, but I feel like it'll get us more prepared for the game.
Jason, when you kind of look ahead, I know you try to take it game by game, but when you look ahead at this stretch to close the regular season, how do you keep yourself focused on each area?
So I know each game we have coming up is more important than the last game. We have Coach Mack during pregame last game, he kind of drew ladders, but the steps for the ladders were broken, and we just closed one with that victory against Georgetown. So each game we're gonna be fixing one of those ladder steps. So I mean, every game is as important as the last one, and I just gotta stay focused and keep the right mindset.
What's it like from a freshman perspective when you're kind of picking up minutes now? And you look at the schedule from UConn,
Right. Yeah.
all of that stuff.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're just basketball teams. Some of them may be more talented than other teams, but at the end of the day, it's just basketball. So I know what I have to do. We all know what we have to do to come out with a victory.
You talked about trying to make the most of your opportunities, no matter how long it may be. That last game, Mac left you out there 7 straight minutes. What does that do when you see your coach rewarding you for making the plays that you are and giving you more run there?
It feels amazing. I mean, I feel like over the last few years, or over the last 2 years, I've kind of worked my way up and kind of earned some of those minutes. So I feel like finally being rewarded for all the work I've put in and everything I've done is just a good feeling.
What'd you make it?
The top of the ladder is just where we need to be at for the Big East tournament. We're going to be in a perfect position where we want to be at.
Normally, if you play a team once and you feel like you can move on, it doesn't make a difference if you play them whatever. This one seems like this one's stuck around a little bit.
Yeah, this next upcoming game against Butler, yeah, it definitely has. Just because I feel like we're all taking it personal, just because of the amount of points that they put on our head at our house. So I mean, we took it personal, and we just got to come back and give them what they gave us.
What'd you think of the non-Kaufman or Ashburn lineup that you guys deployed out there? Isaac at the 5, you at the 4.
I mean,
Trace pushing 1.
I liked it because it just gives us a different look. You know, we can space the floor a little bit better. Isaac can pop and knock down the 3, obviously. So I think it just creates a lot of more spacing for people to penetrate gaps and stuff like that.
I think you guys were +4 in the 3 minutes it was out there together. How just in terms of finding different lineups to throw at people, how big is that at this point in the season, knowing that you have to ride the main 5, I guess?
I think it's, especially at this point in the season, is really good to get a couple different lineups in the game, so that teams can't automatically know exactly what we're going to be doing the whole game. So it's good to be able to throw teams for a loop and maybe get a couple extra buckets out of it.
Baylor threw that skip pass across the corner. You think about doing it?
Oh yeah,
10 assists.
I was definitely thinking about shooting that one right there, but I mean, he was closing out a little fast on me, so I didn't with the shot fake. I think I got to be slower next time with that shot fake to get him to bite a little bit more, but I mean, still got foul out of it, so it was good.
Jason, you mentioned pregame ladder. Where'd you go with that?
I mean, when you get close to the end, you can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I think it visually gives you an idea of how important all these games are, and how they can position you for Big East tournament and beyond. So I've used it at times in the past, but we're nearing the end.
When you started the approach for a rematch against a team like 49 and 90 in your building, What's that film session like?
I don't know. I've never done it before. That's a first. We'll see what happens today. Obviously I've been through the film several times right after the game, but really studied it the last couple days, and there was many possessions where Butler just really made really good plays, made what we would consider shots that we want them to take. Now the challenge for us is to eliminate some of the other ones. We fouled 2 3-point shooters. We got beat on a couple back cuts. We got refused on a couple screens. Those things can't happen. But it's a very talented team, as you can see by how competitive they've been in virtually every game.
How much do you think the maturity makes it easier to keep them focused on the stretch to close the regular season?
It makes it fun. Their approach has been unbelievably consistent, regardless of the situation, whether we're winning, losing, playing well, not playing well. They've come to practice every day really with the same attitude and approach, a desire to improve and grow and get better and hold each other accountable. We've put ourselves in a good position as a result of that. Now we just have to try to finish the job.
You talked to Jason a little bit before, and he said his level of minutes he played, he felt rewarded. How much trust has grown with him?
He probably felt tired too. But yeah, Jason's continued to work, and we watch every practice after each practice on film. So sometimes when guys are on the scout team and maybe they don't think we notice what's going on, but we definitely notice, and it's been obvious to us how much he's improved and how much he's grown, and has gotten back to the point that he was before he got hurt and beyond. So he brings a little different element to our team with his athleticism and ability to rebound and physicality. And it's been and he understands how to play. So it's coming at the right time, and I'm happy with him. It would have been easy for him to pack it in and look forward to next year and what I have to do in the off season. But to his credit, he hasn't done that.
He also mentioned, like the first game against Butler and how it maybe stung and stuck around a little more than maybe other games may have been from game 1 to game 2.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. It stings to have such a good offensive performance and not come away with a win. And watching it on film again, and I think I said it after the game, but if you didn't care who won, it was a heck of a basketball game to watch because there was a lot of great offensive plays, a lot of quick hitting plays, a lot of shot making, and you could see both teams' talent and their ability to make shots. So I think I'll have their attention. Not only because of what transpired the first game, but this is an important game for us. We're in a situation now where we have 6 games left, 3 against teams on the road who are all fighting to get into the NCAA tournament. So they're going to have an NCAA tournament feel to them, and then 3 home games against the 3 teams in the league that are tied with us or ahead of us. Every game's going to be a very high-level game, and every possession's going to count.
Film review on the Isaac, Jason, Trey Bell lineup. I know it was only 7 possessions. How do you feel about that when you watch it?
Yeah, I mean they did a good job. I mean, obviously they're Bello does a lot for us, and it's nice to have him on the floor when you have a couple freshmen out there because of his experience and understanding of the game. They both, Isaac's gradually adjusting to kind of the role we're having him play right now, and obviously Jason has grabbed a hold of this new role and has done a great job with it.
A significant stretch, but I mean, in terms of the game within the game and just being able to throw different wrinkles at people and maybe Faulkner off the floor a little bit more, like how important is a lineup like that and possibly allow you to sustain a little more?
Yeah, I mean, we have to survive defensively. That's obviously you're taking away not just rim protection, but some of the best rim protection in the country. So you have to be a little different defensively, and the other 4 guys have to think a little bit differently when he's not on the floor. And we're adjusting to that. And then, Isaac's getting more comfortable with what we want him to do in that situation. And we certainly haven't given up on Fred. His knees have been bothering him, and that's gradually seemed to be coming back. His athleticism seems to be returning as he's feeling a little bit better. So we want to have all those guys available as we make this stretch run.
Is there anything, anyone defensive assignment specifically you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, transition defense is huge. You can't, Davis and Brooks shoot it so well in transition, and so you have to get back and get it put together, especially in their building. We did a good job rebounding the basketball here. We did a good job of getting to the free throw line and keeping them off of it. I think those are things that are really important to winning on the road, and the things that we'll focus on moving into this game. It doesn't matter what time we've played in Hinkle. It seems to have problems with us at any time of the day. But, there's something about just getting up and, tying your shoes and let's go play a game. You don't sit around and think about it all day. So, it's important we get a very good prep today and another one tomorrow before we get on the plane. Without a shoot around, it's just a little bit different in terms of your preparation.